Hey, welcome to the show. Today we're talking about WandaVision episode 6. Today we have...
Fernando Huck.
And Gina Bray.
And I'm Sam Krishek, so let's get started. Episode 6.
Malcolm in the middle. Malcolm in the middle, yes.
Malcolm in the middle. So, did we kind of skip the 90s? We just went straight
Yes,
from
they
the
did. Early
went,
2000s.
That's right. They skipped the 90s, so they went right into the early 2000s.
I was expecting like either a Seinfeld or the Friends or whatever. Which is good. Malcolm in the Middle was a Fox show, was it not? What I'm thinking is, were like all of the shows that they referenced, were those all now networks owned by Disney?
And they have to be.
They don't have to be, but it's like I'm just wondering, like,
It was a Fox show.
That was Fox.
But Marvel,
what about Bewitched? Was that ABC? Because Disney owns ABC.
And I Love Lucy. So I Love Lucy so much.
ABC. There you go.
What about I Love Lucy?
I did not even think about that until this moment.
That is incredible.
I think I Love Lucy was
CBS.
But they didn't do I Love Lucy.
They
Kind of in the first one.
did.
First one was not I Love Lucy.
Is it more Bewitched? It was kind of referenced, but then
No. It was Dick Van Dyke. It was Dick Van Dyke, which was...
Oh, you know what? I didn't put show.
Anyways,
It's not important.
Yeah.
no,
We just made a discovery that the whole universe is Disney.
that's right. That's what they did. They plugged in every show that they've done that Disney owns now since the 50s. Well, they have rights for.
All right. Yeah, because in this episode, we're skipping ahead, but we saw the theater, which had 2 Disney movies.
Right.
The Incredibles.
And The Parent
and
Trap.
The Parent Trap.
Was that a reference to them being trapped?
Yes.
Yeah.
To them being twins, to
And
Vision
being
being
trapped.
trapped there.
Exactly.
Literally, the parent was trapped.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. If she does another one of those little scenes where she turns back around and the person is dead that she's staring at, I will pee my pants in the next episode if that is happening. It is terrifying.
Yeah, they do a good job with the jump scares.
I do not like
I
it.
really like that they used their 80s costumes in that
was
episode.
amazing.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
The jump scares are especially effective because the tone is so bright and nice and fun, and then it's just such a
Yes.
dark
It's
thing.
just like, don't forget that this is a miserable experience for everyone.
Yeah.
It is a dark show now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's turned into from what it was at the beginning, from comedy, feel, fun, blah blah blah, and now has become this dark. Welcome to the MCU. We're getting into really MCU things right now, like multiverse and things are happening, and we don't know what's going to happen on the next
Welcome
episode.
to the multiverse of madness.
Exactly.
The first horror film. Yeah,
And this show connects to that, correct?
it does.
So it is going to take a dark turn.
Well, it already did.
That's true.
It was pretty dark seeing Vision coming out of that the hex
And dying.
and yeah, pretty much he's not even alive.
Seeing those kids' powers kick in was very impressive.
That was pretty cool
What?
when the kids' powers kicked in.
Oh right. On that note, did you guys get the reference of the commercial that played?
Yes, the Yo Magic yogurt.
Yeah.
What do you mean
I've
reference?
seen there's like
In the
a
show.
bunch of different ideas for what was really going on. Was it just, is that Vision? Is it the son who's, because they're referencing the magic? It's like,
Well,
it was dark.
I think it was reference to Vision dying and her controlling with the magic, right?
Because it's like all the commercials have a reference to something in the show. So think of it this way: the boy that was on the island was dressed like Billy's colors,
Yeah.
and also it said he didn't get his magic yet. So it says, "Get your magic, or open your magic." It's called Yo Magic
But he got his powers in the...
after the commercial.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
like-
I was looking into it hard. I was
You
looking
know,
at
that's
the design of
actually-
the surfboard, everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got something totally different.
Yeah?
It seemed like that kid who in the commercial kind of represents all of the people trapped on the island that is
Ooh.
Wanda's hex,
the hex.
and
I like
they're
that.
completely dependent on her magic to sustain them. And
Okay.
she no longer she's losing the ability to really give them, she's losing control
Yeah.
and they're dying in this
Okay.
hex place.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like that. I like that a lot.
How many of you think that because of her power taking over, now expanded, she's created mutants?
Well, I think that was hinted at with this Monica Rambeau thing because
Right.
they said her DNA has changed.
It seems like it's still only in New Jersey. Is that where they're at?
Yeah.
It seems that
maybe.
it's
Yeah,
still
you're
there
right.
now. At
No,
the
it-
end of
it
that episode,
expanded a
it
little.
stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So-
is Darcy going to do a Two Broke Girls reference?
I hope it is.
That is what I'm
I
excited
hope
for.
she does. I hope she was
Her
cast
restaurant
and work in
outfits
a
are-
diner. It'll be great.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
I really hope they do.
Well, Aaron Taylor Johnson already did a Kick-Ass reference.
He
That was-
did. Yeah, they did.
How about you let Uncle P help you maximize your candy acquisition, huh?
Yeah, kick ass.
I feel the need.
Force me. Ow! Kick ass.
That was
Beautiful.
pretty cool. Yeah.
But he's a mutant, so
yeah.
in this iteration, he's a mutant.
Yeah.
Which I was telling someone, like, the X-Men version of him is so much cooler than the MCU version of him was.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that whole scene in the X movies where he's running around and tasting food and changing the guns and playing around.
Yeah, like when he said in this one, like, yeah, I got shot in the street like a chump. It's like, yeah, he kind of did.
Right.
Because he's Quicksilver and he just got shot
The
by
bullets
bullets.
got him. Yeah, exactly.
Like, okay.
How many of you want to guess when is Deadpool coming in
Into the show?
into the MCU?
Oh.
Is that gonna happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't know. I mean, I doubt it'll be in this show.
No. I don't think it's gonna be in the show, but I hope either in the multiverse of madness or Spider-Man: The Spider-Verse.
Oh, it would make sense in Spider-Man. It would make a lot of sense in
That'd
Spider-Man.
be funny as hell hearing
It'll be
those
a
comments about
lamb.
their costumes because they're both very tight-fitting hooded
Well,
suits, and I would love to hear those jokes.
Dead-
out of Deadpool.
Deadpool originally, he came up with his costume. He was inspired by Spider-Man.
I love that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I want to
true.
go. Oh, I want it all.
Well,
Fangirling.
Daredevil is gonna be in the Spider-Verse,
Right.
from what I heard, and I'm hoping, and I hope this happens, that Vincent D'Onofrio decides to come back as Kingpin because he was amazing as Kingpin. He's such an amazing actor, but he just captured that character so much, and that epic fight was amazing on the Daredevil show. I love that. I mean, nothing to take away from the Ben Affleck Daredevil, but
Oh, jeez.
Yes, because I have a question for you two.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Did you believe Agatha's little performance to Vision at the end? Do you think she was really just trying to give him these little clues, like you are, like she's conscious and being like, hey, figure out what's going on. You're the only one that could help us here, or is she just turning to that dark side? Is she being mean and sassy? What do you guys think? She plays both sides well.
Well, I think that she was being honest. I think she was scared.
I think she's really trapped.
She's really trapped, and somehow she got herself. This is my hypothesis. I don't know if this is true. I think she got herself in there somehow. I don't think Wanda brought her in. I think she got in there, and now she's trapped. She can't get out, and she really wants to leave like everybody else. And once Vision kind of like cleared her head, it's like she was like, "Oh my God, you're one of the Avengers. You can help us." And now he's like, "What are you talking about? I don't even know what an Avenger is."
Yeah, and then she realizes, oh my god, you
Yeah.
are dead.
Exactly.
It was like some strangeness of her being stuck, right? She was frozen. I didn't quite understand. She's frozen trying to get out,
Yeah.
but she was just frozen there.
But
Then Vision touches her head and she wakes up and like, please help us, blah, blah, blah. And then when he like puts her
She
back,
doesn't refreeze.
she's not frozen. She laughed. No, she laughed when
Oh,
she was going crazy.
correct.
And then after he restores her
Drives
illusion,
around.
she drives around. I was confused.
Did she get caught trying to leave? Because she could.
well, I think it's because a lot of the people that were in the borders of the town, Wanda doesn't have. Does she have any control over them? They were like zombies. They were just like stuck.
Because it comes from her, like, right? She is the center, and that she is in the center of town, so that is where it's coming from, or at least the center of this hex, and that's where it has the most power.
Right, yes.
So we still don't. We're not. There's a lot we don't know.
We don't know. There's a lot Wanda doesn't know.
It's
Wanda doesn't even know.
It's. I don't think that she's really doing it.
Right.
Right.
Who do you think is controlling it? Do you think it is a different version of Wanda? Do you think it's someone else?
I don't know.
That's actually a very good question. I think that is there a bigger villain?
Yeah, of course. Well, yes, there's a bigger.
No,
it's just.
There's always a bigger fish in the pond.
Well, because I know that. I mean, they're not. Feige's not gonna make her the villain, and just she's gonna turn into the villain, and from here she's gonna be a villain from now on. I think that there's got to be something bigger than what's happening right now, but also she is doing this to everybody.
Why do you say that?
Or she could be.
Well, because she has control over everything.
She thinks she does. She still has her powers. But
she made the hex bigger. That's control.
She could be being told that some way.
And in some ways she has some control, but a lot of things she has. She's completely surprised over a lot of things.
Right.
Do you have an example of that?
Well, the brother.
Her kids just growing.
Brother showing up.
The dog running away.
Right.
Vision.
The kids,
remembering.
and the kids are real. It seems like the kids are real kids.
Yeah.
She can't control them.
Right. She can't. Right.
She can't. Not only can she not control them, she can't even fool them a little.
Right. Exactly.
They go. Oh, Daddy's at work, but it's Saturday. No, it's Monday. No, it's Saturday.
Yeah.
It's true.
They call her out.
And she didn't even know they had powers until they started doing all this crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And the one he could sense what was going on outside of the hex.
Yeah.
Billy.
Yeah.
Billy the kid.
Yeah.
And she asked him, "Hey, concentrate. Tell me where your dad is."
Yeah.
And because she didn't know, she didn't even got that.
Yeah.
Well, when she talked to the neighborhood watch guy, and he was like, Vision's not on the thing, and she's like, but I thought he was, and he goes, oh, do you want me to change anything?
Yeah. I know.
And she's like, she's so confused. She's like, no, what?
Right.
Well, Agnes has the same. She said the same thing in that. It was episode before.
So I kind of feel that, everyone's saying they hear someone in their head.
Yeah.
So I think they all think that Wanda is controlling them, but it's someone else. That's what I think.
When are we gonna find out? This episode, or we're gonna find out the final or next season?
So someone might be controlling Wanda as well.
No, not controlling Wanda, but so my theory. It's not a theory. Theory is a bad word. My hypothesis. This world has been created for Wanda, and it's in order to get something, probably having to do with the children.
Right.
There's a thing where Pietro calls them demon spawn, right? In this episode, he goes, "Oh, those little demon spawn." I think it may be a literal thing, because there's the Mephisto.
That's right. He's
a big bad villain. He's a disciple of Dormammu, connecting to the multiverse of magic.
Do you think he's in cahoots with Agnes? Maybe.
I don't know. But the point being, this was probably a thing set up to get her kids in some fashion, to pluck her kids. And so maybe she made a deal with someone to save Vision and to create this world, Maybe it was some kind of deal with the devil.
Can I get Vision back, but you have to give your firstborn male. Well, there's two.
There's two of them. There you go.
Well, she could have been tricked. It could have just been the fact of, I will. If you want to save Vision, here, create this world, and you'll have a world where Vision exists, and you'll be happy. You'll be when everything will be great.
Are you thinking Quicksilver is Mephisto?
Oh,
No, I don't think so.
Someone, I think someone said that because he has like his hair kind of like.
Well, that's from
how
the original comic
Yeah.
books.
But I also did see something on the internet that that's all that she can remember is, these, him, not the details, so she's missing them, and that's why things are falling apart, and that's why they're crumbling, but we know nothing.
It's so confusing. It's
Well, also, if he indeed is from another universe,
Right.
and if he's not a villain in disguise, if he actually is Pietro or Peter, right? He was Peter
Pietro.
in X-Men.
Pietro. Yeah, he was.
No.
Oh, Peter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
him. He was Peter
Right.
in X-Men. He was the
oh really?
yeah. So and Magneto's son and all that jazz. So if that is the case, then his background. If that is the shit. Let me switch
Wait,
this up.
take a minute,
Take a
and I'm
minute.
gonna use the restroom.
There's a funny meme. I don't know what it was exactly, but she goes, "You took everything from me," and then he goes, "I just gave you a full season or a full 7 episodes." What are you talking about?
That's her thing. Like every movie. Every movie she says, "Who took everything from me and kills the bad guy." It's like, what?
She needs therapy.
Yeah.
This whole thing could be
No,
solved
but-
with a good round.
Age of Ultron, you took everything from me. Endgame, you took everything from me.
I know.
We have a witch scenario, and it's Disney, and it's Halloween, and they didn't do a hocus pocus thing.
Wait, did you see? I saw a thing on the internet and forgot all the facts, but there is a decoration with the 3 witches over like a little cauldron, but they were referencing it to characters.
So it wasn't
in
Hocus
the
Pocus?
comics. So they didn't say. When I saw it, that's what I thought it was, and then people were stretching it to something else. So I am gonna say in my heart that it was Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, but
But it's in the deep background.
And
Deep.
since they were doing the 2000s, and they did not do a hocus pocus song. They didn't do the whole "I got a spell on you."
It was a missed
stuff.
opportunity, is what it was.
Not only is it a missed opportunity, because they didn't do that, the episode gets a fail from me.
And we all hate it.
I hate it.
I kind of liked it.
Failure. No, they didn't do
And
a
it would have been
hocus
so
pocus.
good because you know how the children, they all go after the children and the children.
It's-
The more that you bring
it's
this up, the
it's
more
about the
upsetting.
children. It is.
From that, he said, "Well, all I remember is me dying, and then I woke up here." So-
Yeah, in the opening credits too, they did say, like it says their names, everyone's name, and then when it says Pietro, it says as himself. What do you think? What do you think? What's up with that?
Yeah, they're being really. They're
I think were they just even, alluding to the fact that they were going to get to it later on, and that they know that this isn't.
well. You mean at the
Pietro
beginning
that
when they're
we know.
introducing the show, like
And
in,
like the little theme
The Malcolm in
song.
the Middle.
Yeah.
theme?
yeah. Well, they said Wanda Maximoff, and they
But it says as himself.
As
him.
Only him. Everyone says their names, but him, it's as
So
himself.
he wasn't a Maximoff.
It said Maximoff. It said Pietro Maximoff as
As
himself. But the other ones are themselves. So wait, it's kind of like saying,
oh, is he the
"This is
only one?
really me. Don't be confused, because it's me. I'm playing myself."
Right.
He just plays into his little attitude he has the entire
Interesting.
episode.
Very, very strange.
This stuff in the real world is quite interesting. What's happening?
Yeah.
We see that they are tracking Vision, right? So
That's right.
Sword is tracking Vision. Darcy sees something else, something special.
Oh wait, let's talk about what you expect on the next episode.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Like, what are you expecting? What do you want to see? And what do you think is gonna happen?
Okay.
Everyone dies. The end.
I say that they just roll through those credits as fast as they can and give us 10 more minutes of the episode.
Wrapping up, probably they're trying to put maybe a whole movie or in 3 episodes, or a movie and a half in 3 episodes, because they have to connect all the universe or the MCU universe, and they have to do the reveals of all the other characters. They have to explain why Wanda doesn't know anything, or Vision doesn't know anything,
But even the new characters that come in, they can just do the same
Right.
thing as Quicksilver.
Well,
Just be
and
like,
they-
there
right,
it
and
is,
they-
keep going,
and-
keep going. Here's another one, keep going. It could come
And
out
as an
quicker.
MCU is, what they're gonna do, they're of course they're gonna leave the door open for all the stuff,
Right.
and we're gonna have an end credit at the last episode, like always. Who's gonna be like? We're gonna be like, ah, what just happened?
If I see Samuel Jackson, I'm just gonna be pissed.
What?
I don't know. I just feel like okay, it's gonna
He's
he's
had
gonna,
his time.
he's gonna meet like a X-Men person. Hey, so we got a team over here. Oh, jeez.
Well, I don't know if it's gonna be Sam Jackson. I think it's gonna probably be either Doctor Strange or Fantastic Four. That's my hope, or Spider-Verse. That's one of the three. That's the three choices that I'm giving.
Fingers crossed. Well, thank you so much for joining us. You'll be hearing much more from us soon. Good night.
I'm Fernando Hook.
Oh, I'm Gina Bray.
I'm Sam Krishek.
I'm CJ.